good morning. Welcome to
Morning.
our
Morning.
next Zoom. Hopefully our last. It ended up being a sunny day. We should have done it outside, but you never can tell.
Yeah.
We'll have to open the meeting with a roll call. Okay, Laura
Here.
and Pat,
Here.
Barbara,
Here.
Tom,
Here.
I'm here, Melissa and Mary here, and Lincoln Heineman is joining us. Welcome. The first thing on our agenda is the approval of the minutes. Everyone got the minutes from the March 10th meeting. I assume everyone had a chance to look them over. Are there any
Yep.
questions?
Will we accept the minutes as presented?
Okay, so Pat accepts it. Do I have a second?
Second. Second it.
All right, if there's no further discussion, we'll have to do a roll call. Laura,
Approve.
Pat,
Approve.
Barbara,
Approve.
Tom,
Approved.
and I approve, so the motion approves. Motion passes. So the next on our agenda is the director's report.
All right, so this past month, we're talking about March, we had a grab and go for St. Patrick's Day. We stood outside, we actually played our Irish music while people came up. It was fabulous. We did a little Irish jig and we had about 37 people that signed up and came. We gave them a corned beef and cabbage dinner with Irish soda bread, and we got it from Cowbell's here in town. Everybody said they loved it. They said there was plenty of food for like 2 meals, so that went really well. We've been able to start some outside activities this month, and it's been a little chilly. Some of the days have been pretty chilly actually, but the people that have come have been very excited to come. They're happy to get out to see each other and to get out of their houses, I think, for a change. We had the knitting group come. We had the art group come. We had a coffee hour, which, so everything's socially distanced. They're not sitting on top of each other. The coffee hour, it was just a few guys that came and sat, but that was still good. They chatted and caught up. We plan on having a planting day on Earth Day. Earth Day, I believe, is the 22nd of this month. So we haven't decided, but I'm honestly, the only thing I think Lincoln would probably know, he's a gardener. But I think pansies are probably an option right now in the colder weather, but we were going to do something where, we planted something on Earth Day. Melissa, do you know, we have people signed up so far that are excited for that?
Yes, we do. We have 4 people right now.
Well, hopefully we get more than 4, but again, we're being socially distanced, so we can only do so many.
Yeah, we were gonna cap it at probably 6 or 7. So.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So anyhow, that would be good. I think that the people that are signed up are excited about it. So again, everything's limited. The groups are limited. Signups are required. We're wearing masks. We're socially distancing. We're wiping down before and after any activities. So we remain doing everything, per the guidelines. Our building remains closed to the public currently. We're hoping that with the continuing vaccinations and declining case numbers, that we'll be able to move forward. But I don't know if anybody's been watching. Our numbers actually went back to the red this past week. So we were in the yellow in the town. Now we're back to the red. So I'm not sure when we'll move forward as far as the colors, but I know that it had been discussed with the selectmen that after 3 weeks in the green, we would be a week behind town hall and opening. But again, unfortunately, at this point, we're back in the red, so I'm not sure when we'll get to that point. Vaccinations have been extremely difficult over this last month. We're still helping people book appointments. There was probably about a 3-week period. We couldn't find any appointments. We went on all the time. We go on daily. We do a lot of going through all the different sites. And there's nothing that we could find. And as far as like the mass big sites, you can only register, like pre-register now. I don't know if anybody's been on, but you can't go on and book at any of those sites anymore. You can only pre-register and they'll call you if they get an appointment. So, it made it much more difficult to try to find any appointments for anyone. So again, the last few weeks have been a struggle. This past Monday, though, I have to say, Melissa and I were quite excited. We got on and Hannaford's and Middleborough came up with a bunch of appointments. So we actually were able to secure quite a few appointments on Monday. And Old Colony Elder Services is offering transportation of no cost for anybody that needs a ride. So we actually had 3 people that we were able to book the appointments for, and Old Colony is providing the transportation to get them to the appointment. So
That's
Monday was
great.
a happy day.
Nice.
We continue to run our buses for around town. We go to the pharmacies, we go to the banks and Family Dollar, CVS and Walgreens on Mondays. Tuesdays, we're still doing the food shopping. We do 2 trips because of the limited capacity on the bus. The Meals on Wheels are still going out, no issues. Everything's getting delivered fine. Building and property, we had yet again a toilet issue. DPW got involved this time. There was an inspection of the pipes out in the street. They flushed everything out in the street. They flushed the pipes through the building. They did look to see with a camera with a different company if they saw anything. They did notice there is a slight dip somewhere. They don't know if that could be the problem, but as of this moment, everything's working fine. We haven't had any more issues since they did all that. So fingers crossed, this is the final step on our toilet issues. As far as the building itself, other things, Mike sprayed our outside deck and chairs. They look fabulous. We had a white table. He sprayed that black to match everything. So our outside area is looking very hip and chic, I think. He also put out our front porch. He put out our flower boxes that Terry Altieri, who retired on April 1st, is going to graciously be my flower person. She said that she will do all the flowers out there. So, and she's a gardener as well. So I'm hoping that she'll be very good at this job. and then anybody who's listening, I'm going to need waterers. So anybody who wants to be a waterer, feel free to volunteer as that for me. So that's everything with that outside. Bus maintenance, we had our bigger bus was leaking after some of the rain. The seat was wet, the floor was wet, everything else. So we brought it over to Dial-A-Bat. There was a seal in the roof that was, not sealed, whatever the correct word is for that, but it was leaking through. So they replaced the seal. They took it through a high pressured car wash, I guess, while men stayed inside. Everything was fine. So the bus is fixed again. We have it back, which is good because our big bus fits 4 people currently. Normally it fits 16, but with the restrictions, we can get 4 people on the bus. Programs and trips, we are still continuing Wednesdays to Walmart and Thursdays are Market Basket. So again, our Monday and Tuesday is around town. Tuesday's local shopping, and then we have the Wednesday and Thursday trips going. We're looking to see if we can maybe add some more additional outdoor programs in May. Again, limited participation. Melissa reached out to the Mass Audubon Society to see about a possible program that they would do outside. Yes. Sorry about that. We'll see what happens with that. But again, it would be limited. People would have to sign up, and we'll see what we can do to get that going. Anyone that's listening out there, the Cultural Council could use some people because the Cultural Council allows us to get grant money that allows us to pay for these different things that we could do throughout the year. So anybody that's looking for a volunteer opportunity out there that might be listening, Cultural Council could really use your help. We only have, I think, 1 active person right now, and there's supposed to be 6. So just throwing that out there. And what was the other? Oh, and you know what I forgot to mention activities wise, as we had a cornhole out on the back deck. One of our activities was cornhole. And I have to say, Betty, I won't mention her last name, but you all probably know who Betty is, was a champ. I was amazed. Betty is very, very good. Like she was that was going in the hole left and right. I couldn't amaze it. It was amazing. I just thought it was so impressive. So I don't want to play her because she beat me. But I just wanted to throw in there that Betty was really good. And that's all I have, I think, for the updates of what's been going on this last month for us. Anybody have any questions, concerns?
Not me.
That's good.
Wait,
Nothing from Tom?
No.
The Audubon people, what kind of program are they going to present this time?
Well, Melissa reached out to them. They have, let me go back. What did they have? They had owls, birds, or bees, I believe, Melissa?
We had an excellent presentation on birds
Yeah.
last year, wasn't it, Barbara?
Yes.
Yeah, very good.
So the question on that, we'll have to reach out again, or I think Melissa did he get back? We're waiting on what the cost would be, I believe.
Yeah, I had reached out to him. I can follow up with him again to kind of move that along to see what the cost would be for it.
Yeah, that was kind of why I led into the Cultural Council, because I believe in the past it's been paid for with a grant from the Cultural Council, which again, without members on the Cultural Council, we can't get the grant money approved and so forth. So it's really an important position. Again, I just want to throw it out there if anybody's listening and wants to volunteer locally and help out. The COA, the library, and the schools all use grant money from the Cultural Council, which without having members on it, I believe my understanding is that we can't actually get anything approved. So it really needs positions to fill that. Is that correct, Barbara?
Yes.
Okay.
How often do they meet?
Do you know that, Barbara? I'm not sure how often they meet.
It's not all that frequent as far as I know. But I don't know. I don't think it's monthly. I think it's less than that.
I don't know if they have a set schedule or if it's more as need be, as things are requesting that. Because my understanding is, again, not that this summer probably will, I don't know what will happen, but my understanding is even like the concerts that go on in the park during the summer,
Yeah.
those are funded by the Cultural Council
Right.
grant money. And again, my understanding is without people on that council, you have to submit a application or request to what you want to have funded, and they have to approve it. They do it through the Mass Cultural Council.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So again, without having members on the board, I don't believe any of that can get done.
Right.
So
I don't.
Where do they meet?
to be honest with you, I'd have to look into that, Laura. I'm not sure. I don't think they have, like I said, I don't know that they meet per se a set schedule, or more a bit, again, like if I was to request something and they needed to vote on it and submit it, then maybe they have a meeting then. I don't know that it's a set schedule, but I can find that out.
No, I meant where.
Oh, where?
Where?
Well, probably
Town hall.
that would be a question now, because they can't meet in person. So I assume they would have to meet by Zoom like all the rest of us.
Right, but I just wondered normally where are they out
At the
of?
town hall.
Oh,
If
okay,
things were normal,
okay.
they would meet at the town hall like any other board and so forth.
Okay,
So when things before pre-COVID, that's where they met, and that's when they had their meetings and so forth. But again, right now it would be Zoom is my understanding of,
oh, yeah, I'm sure.
but I think there's only one active member, so there hasn't been anybody meeting, So
I
again,
know
my understanding again is they're appointed by the selectmen too. So, if you were interested and you went to the Whitman website, there's a place for volunteers. You can fill out that information and submit it. And again, my understanding is they get appointed by the selectmen. It's not a elected position or anything. Is that correct, Barbara?
As far as I know.
Okay.
What I do know is the people that are proposing to entertain or do whatever have a deadline of October to submit their request. So I know the fall is busy for the Cultural Council.
So,
If I could just add, so if anyone is, definitely there's the opportunity on the website to apply to the Cultural Council or any other opening for any committee that has an opening that's appointed by the Board of Selectmen. But you can also just reach out directly to me. I'll give my number again, 618-9704, or L Heineman, HEINEMAN at whitman-ma.gov. And I just want to add my voice to that. It'd be great to get some folks on a couple of the vacancies in town, but in particular on the Cultural Council. 100% agree. And, I've been trying to drum that up as well. So I'm very glad that you are as well, Mary. And to answer your question, you can plant anything now because I think the frost is over. So
I'm good. Excellent.
Not up north, Rob, they're getting snow.
well, yeah, frost is over here.
Thank goodness we're down here.
That's right.
Even if there's snow this week on Friday, they're talking about snow.
Yeah, but up in the
Pittsfield.
Berkshires.
Okay.
Well, no, it's snowing.
You don't live there anymore, Mary.
That I don't. So anyhow, that's everything I have, guys, on the director's report. So I believe now, if you want to take a vote on that part, and then we can move on to the next part.
Have a motion to approve the director's report.
So moved.
And do we have a second?
Second,
And we'll have to just do it, a roll call, yes or no vote. Laura,
Yes,
Pat,
yes,
Barbara,
Yes,
Tom,
Yes,
and I'm yes, so the motion passes. So Mary, do you want to talk about the financial reports now?
Well, I sent it out to everybody. Everybody have any questions on it? Did you have a chance to
I do
review
not.
it?
I have no questions.
no questions.
We have to vote on that. So Mary, how about the next agenda item is committee reports?
Actually, you need to do a vote on the financial report.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep,
So do I
sorry.
have a motion to approve the financial report
I approve.
and a second,
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 another roll call. Laura,
Approve.
Pat,
approve,
Barbara,
Approve.
Tom,
approved.
and I approve, so the motion passes. Now we can go on to the committee report.
Okay, so under Old Colony Elder Services, we are still offering the grab and go box lunches on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Continues to go well. We do them out the front slider door. Works perfect. People come up, they get their stuff, they go. As far as other business with Old Colony Elder Services, they need annually, the Board of Selectmen are invited to nominate someone to fill the position for the Old Colony Elder Services Board Director from Whitman, which is currently myself. So from my understanding, what happens is that you would nominate someone, assuming it's going to be myself, to the Board of Selectmen, and then the Board of Selectmen will actually take a vote on it, I believe, at their meeting. But in order to fill, again, it would be for the position of Old Colony Elder Service Board Director from Whitman.
I would be happy to nominate you, Mary.
Thank you.
I would second that.
I third.
So do we have to do a roll call vote like the other things, or do we
Yeah.
just, okay?
Yeah, take a vote on that.
All right, so we'll vote. So Laura,
Approve.
Barbara,
Approve.
Pat,
approve,
Tom,
Approved.
and I approve also. So you've been voted.
Thank you.
Enjoy that.
Congratulations.
Tom, I don't feel the sincerity there.
It is. Because of that.
Okay. Under self-help, John Noska is still doing our fuel assistance. Again, it's by appointment with the social distance, so forth. Everything continues to go fine there. We did get from self-help that they extended the deadline until May 28th this year. So that's it's like a month longer than normal. Obviously, with everything going on with COVID and stuff, they gave people a little bit longer to get everything done. And that's everything with that. I don't have anything else. The only other thing I have is that our next meeting will be Wednesday, May 12th at 9 a.m. And weather permitting, maybe we'll be able to do it on the back deck.
Nice.
nothing from Friends. Are the Friends completely extinct?
They are. They are. So we need a friends group too. Again, if anyone's out there listening and wants to become friends of our Council on Aging, feel free to reach out. But I do need friends. I'm a pretty nice person too.
Yes.
Pat, you got any friends for me?
Who?
I asked Pat if she's got any friends for me.
I will go stroll about and see what I can find.
See who you can stir up.
It would be
As
nice
an
if
out of
we could get
towner,
that
I
going
think.
again, because the Friends of the Library do wonderful things over there.
Yeah,
And we had a very good group for a while.
yeah,
I just don't know if we can reactivate it, or, I don't know.
yeah.
We could put a little notice in the next bulletin and just say, are there any folks interested in reestablishing the Friends of the?
Yeah, that's a great idea.
And if we
Melissa's-
get a few nibbles,
Melissa, are you notating that? Excellent idea, Pat. We will do that. We'll see who we can get.
Right, because we can rely on them to do some of the things that aren't easy to get done now. For example, the monthly bulletin.
Yeah.
So, just a thought.
It's a
Probably
great
my
thought.
one for the week.
It's a great thought. We'll definitely put that out there. And again, if anyone's listening and you want to be a friend, give me a contact. Same as Lincoln said, I can be reached at 781-618-9831. Thank you.
I can announce it at the next Board of Selectmen meeting too, and
Sure.
you know, so sometimes folks watch that, sometimes not, right? But sometimes folks
You might
watch
get a
it.
few more viewers than us.
Who knows? But I'm happy to announce it during the town administrator's report as well.
Thank you. All right, I think that's everything we have, guys. So any questions, concerns? No?
Seem to be moving along.
Not I.
as you can expect. So, good work, Mary. Melissa.
Thank you. Thank you, Pat. Hopefully we'll continue, like I said, hopefully vaccinations continue and hopefully our numbers will come down and we'll keep taking these baby steps forward and the new and improved us will be coming out and we'll be getting there.
Do you have any idea what percentage of seniors in this town have been vaccinated?
I don't know the breakdown of by numbers. I know that I'm still at this point, I don't think we have anybody on our desk that we're trying to get a vaccine for that has contacted us. But I do know that as of this past week, we still had people reaching out to us to get vaccines. So I definitely know it's not 100%. There are people that, don't want it at all, that are older and they say, they don't want to have it and they're not going to get it. And that's fine. But I still think there are people out there that have struggled trying to find an appointment. Like I said, it hasn't been easy. It's been very time consuming for anybody to get on. You have to move quick as soon as an appointment comes up. And I think most seniors, it's you know what I mean? Melissa and I are that we get so excited. We're like, oh my gosh, something's come up. And we try to open up many tabs as we can to click on as many appointments as we can to try and, you know what I mean? And it's crazy because even like Hannaford's the other day, it said it was holding it. But yet by the time we could get the information in, we were losing things. So it's a tough process, but I truly don't know what the percentage is. But I do believe that there are still people out there that haven't gotten appointments.
Well, there are probably lots of Johnson & Johnson vaccines out there.
Pat Goldman. we encourage all vaccinations. We want people to get vaccinated if they can, and they're willing to. So anyhow, anybody else got anything?
Thank you, Mary.
You're welcome, Pat.
So can I have a motion to adjourn
So moved.
in a second?
Second,
And we'll have to do our last roll call to motion to adjourn, and we'll do Laura,
Yes.
Pat,
Yes?
Barbara,
yes.
Tom.
Yes.
I vote yes, so the meeting is adjourned. Thank you,
Excellent.
everyone. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us.
Good.
Thank you.
Thanks for
Lincoln,
having
thank
me.
you
Have a great
joining.
day.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah,
Lincoln.
you too,
Nice
Lincoln.
Perfect to meet everyone. Thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you.